And to finalize these explanations about the rules of signs, we bring you the third part of this video, where we are going to explore and put into practice the rules of signs and multiplications when we have a little bit more numbers, therefore a little bit more signs. So let's bring back our friends, the 4 and the 2. Let's put them on top, and let's also bring a new friend, the number 3. We put it on top. Let's say that the 4 is positive, the 2 is positive, and the 3 is negative. Remember, for multiplications, it's always multiplications, so 4 times 2 times 3 is always 24. We're going to log that 24 because it's never going to change. It's always going to be 24. The only thing that is going to change is the sign of the 24, depending on the signs that the 4, the 2, and the 3 have. So let's start. The 4 has a positive, so we put our positive. The 2 has a positive, we put our positive. Remember, positive do not have the ability to change, so it stays positive. Let's move it a little bit. We need a space because we also have the negative 3, which is negative, therefore we put a negative. And the positive do not have the ability to change, so remains negative. And we move it to our answer. So the answer is negative 24. So positive 4 times positive 2 times negative 3 is negative 24. But let's change things around. Let's keep practicing. Now the 4 is negative, the 2 is negative, and 3 is positive. What happens? Let's see. So the 4 is negative, we put a negative. The 2 is negative, we put a negative. Negatives do have the ability to change, and they're always going to use it, so this negative changes this negative to positive. Let's move a space because we need now the positive 3, which is positive, so we put it. We have a positive here. The positives do not have the ability to change, stays positive. We put it in our answer, and the answer is positive 24. So negative 4 times negative 2 times positive 3 is positive 24. And this is going to happen every single time. No matter if we have more numbers, if we have more multiplications, just go from this side to this side, one by one. And you see, this one, does it change the sign or not? No, yes, move to the next, then to the next, then to the next, then to the next. Eventually, with enough practice, you start developing skills and tricks that or developing the ability to look at hints that you see a problem, and right away you are like, okay, this is going to be positive, this is going to be negative. But in the meantime, you can do this and you're always going to get the correct answer. Just go one by one, same we did here, and check. Does it change? Does it not change? Move to the next. Change, not change. Change, not change, until you reach the last one, and then you move it into the answer. Now, before we finish, why don't you switch around these signs that we have up here and get some practice, and let us know what signs you get in your answer.